start to feel unattached. Somehow always end up feeling bad. Baby, I'm not your dad. It's not all you want from me. I just want your company. God, it's obvious, elephant in the room. I'm a part of it, don't act so confused. You were starting it, now I'm in a mood. Now we're arguing in my bedroom. We play games of love to avoid the depression. We've been here before and I won't be a victim. Why you always in the mood? Fucking around, acting brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything the better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Fucking around, acting brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything the better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I ain't better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I ain't everything the better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I ain't better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I ain't everything the better with a view. So why you trying to figure love on the regular when you could be blowing up just on my cellular? I won't ever let a shawty go and set me up. Only thing I need to know is if you had enough. I'm talking slick back, kick back, gang sipping 40s. You keep playing not another day with your shawty. Mismatch fits, that was way before you know me. Got a lot of love, well you better save it for me. We play games of love to avoid the depression. We've been here before and I won't be a victim. Why you always in the mood? Fucking around, it's brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything the better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Fucking around, it's brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything the better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I ain't better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I ain't everything the better with a view. Baby, I ain't better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I ain't everything the better with a view.
Bang, bang! Welcome into the Booty Scoot Racing channel live here on the TikTok platform for the all-out dirt tour. Truck backed up tonight from the Lincoln Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to take on this 0.37 clay mile oval, whatever the hell you want to call it. Opened in 2004 from Abbotsville, Pennsylvania. That's where we're at it with tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready to go down here on the main broadcast and kick off tonight's heat races, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are dialing in these super late models, and let me tell you something. We got about 8 cars in here ready to fill out the field here tonight, and there goes Corey Riptide Tesner cutting out the rest of his time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in here tonight. We're getting ready to have one hell of a show for the super late model division for the all-out dirt tour season 2. Race number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you slap that like button, press that follow button, go grab another cigarette, go grab another beer. Peter the Pace car is locked and loaded inside of that Pace car for the Beverage Express Late Model Showdown. We're ready, and waiting for the heat races here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your first time watching the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Want to go ahead and remind you here, one heat race here tonight with all the guys involved. That'll set the lineup for the feature tonight. 45 laps around the Lincoln Speedway here. You see the track state down there. We will bring out the water truck and repack down the racetrack when we get ready to take on tonight's heat race, ladies and gentlemen. It will be underneath the lights as you see it getting ready to switch over right there, ladies and gentlemen. This is the All-Out Dirt Tour Season 2, race number 5, live here from Lincoln. If you've never seen one of our Dirt Tour races here tonight, are you in for a treat? I shall say that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go ahead and get tonight's starting grid kicked off here, driving the number 388 on the pole here tonight for heat race number 1 from McCreary County, Kentucky. That's Trenton Johns. Driving the number 5, Flow Racing Clemson Color Late Model from Greer, South Carolina. That's Chase Johnson. Driving the number 88 Late Model from McCreary County, Kentucky. Going to be on the top side of the racetrack here, row number 2. That's the Blackjack Jackson Branscombe. Down here on the bottom side, driving the Smart Straps number 88 Late Model from Nancy, Kentucky. That's Logan Perriman. Driving the number 119 Super Late Model from Burnside, Kentucky. That's Big Mike Michael Durham Jr. Driving the number 8 Clemson Colored Flow Racing Late Model. That's Corey Riptide Tesner. Driving the number 24 Longhorn Valvoline Late Model from Greenville, South Carolina. That's James Fountain. And starting shotgun tail end of heat race number 1 here tonight, driving the number 02 Great Grip Linear late model from Welford, South Carolina. That's Nicholas Maynard. Jump back up here to the front of the pack. Peter the pace car has these super late models lined up right behind him. We're getting ready to go racing here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you head on over to the YouTube page located in the top right portion of your screen. We got a whole season underneath our belt here of the late models. We would certainly appreciate it if you went ahead over there and showed us a little bit of love. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Trent Johns, Chase Johnson in control here in heat race number 1. Peter the pace car is off down on the pit road. We're getting ready to go racing. Live here from Lincoln in Pennsylvania for the Beverage Express Late Model Showdown. Ladies and gentlemen, grab another beer, light another cigarette. The number 388 is getting ready to do some business here. That's Trent Johns. Green flag is in the air. Live here from Lincoln in the heat race number 1. Yum, 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 yum. Diving down into turns 1 and 2. Logan Perriman is going to try the middle side here, but here comes Chase Johnson. Ripping on the top side. The left front is up and jumping quick and early here. They'll fan through turns 3 and 4 here. We'll complete the first lap here tonight for the heat races live here in Lincoln Motor Speedway in Pennsylvania and Evansville. That's the bottom side. That's the leader, excuse me. Trent Johns, all kinds of loose on the outside. Here comes Chase Johnson, the bump banging door here. Down into turns 1 and 2. Trent Johns has the race lead here, but here comes Chase Johnson on the outside. Corey Riptide testing and banging doors here. Corey Tester will get a little bit of his teammate there. Chase Johnson will bang a little bit more. James Fallon all up down on the bottom side of the racetrack here. The number 201, excuse me, Jackson Branscombe battling a little bit of internet connection issues. He'll blink and blink back in and blink back out. Contact all through 3 and 4 here at the Lincoln Speedway. Contacts made back here with James Fallon. Somebody did turn around here. No, they didn't. They're able to hold on to it quite well. Nicholas Maynard battling back here, this number 02 late model. He'll be door to door with Jackson Branscombe 3 wide here in Lincoln. The number top side 5 machine of Chase Johnson trying to find something shape. We're 3 wide down the front stretch here. The fans are ripping and roaring. We want to remind you, please don't throw your beer cans on the racetrack. Please keep your shirt on at all times. Chase Johnson with a right front damage. He'll go down on the pit road here in heat race number 1. Meanwhile, Trent Johnson sailed away with a race lead here. Michael Durham Jr. right behind him, followed by Logan Perriman. You're watching the Booty Scoot Racing Channel's All Out Dirt Tour Season 2, race number 5. 10 laps to go here in heat race number 1, trying to set the field for the feature of the night. 45 laps around the Lincoln Speedway. Corey Tester trying to make some ground up there on that top side, but just not able to get the left front planted and turn like he wants it to. Meanwhile, the number 201 of Jackson Branscombe right in front of him here, trying to make something shake. But here comes the battle for the second place spot. Logan, the high side demon, down here on the bottom side now, trying to make something shake from Nancy, Kentucky. The 2 Kentucky Hillbillies battling it out here at the Lincoln Speedway. Trent Johns has some company for the race lead off turn 2. 8 laps to go in heat race number 1. Slap that like button, press that follow button. They're slinging dirt all through here on a Saturday afternoon. The number 388, that's the wild side. Trent Johns, he's got contact there out of turns 1 and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going at it, and the caution flag is out. Caution flag is out here. Looks like for the number 24 of James Fountain in that Greenville, South Carolina Valvoline late model. We'll back that ass up here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel for an instant replay, as we always do. Get you a good handful. Take a look at this one right here. James Fountain around in turns 1 and 2 at the Lincoln Speedway. Contact with Nicholas Maynard, it looked like. We'll back that ass up here. James Fountain belt from the front to the back, riding out the tail end of Nicholas Maynard. James Fountain down on the bottom side. Nicholas Maynard maybe looks like he overslid it a little bit too much. Contacts made there. Nicholas Maynard to the outside. James Fountain's turning around 2. So we got 2 turning around over here in turn 2. And that's the 02. So 2's everywhere here underneath the caution flag. Trent Johns is going to be the race leader. Peter the pace car is waiting to come back out on the racetrack. We'll be back in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. We'll work the first caution flag here tonight. Repack some dirt. Back in a moment. Bang, bang. Welcome back here for the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. Here's the remaining schedule here for the All Out Dirt Tour Season number 2. We're heading to Eldora 2 weeks from now for 50 laps around the world of Dream, the best racetrack on dirt, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we got to knock out this final heat race. We're underneath the caution flag here for the first time tonight. A little bit of contact made right there between James Fountain and Nicholas Maynard out of turn 2. brought out the first caution flag here tonight. We got the S10 trucks out here on the racetrack, packing in some dirt. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been one hell of a heat race up to this point. Trent John's going to be the race leader here, followed by Michael Durham Jr., Logan Perriman in the number 88, Jackson Branscombe, Corey Tesner, James Fountain will round out the tail end of the field. Nicholas Maynard here in this number 02 as well as Showtime Chase Johnson back out on the racetrack, 3 laps down here. So we should get to go, 1 to go green this time around behind Peter the pace car. We're going to have about 4 laps here to go to schedule our final feature here and how they'll set it out. Look at this beautiful shot here at the Lincoln Speedway. The wild side child, Trent John's going to be the race leader here when we get ready to take the green flag back here in the Beverage Express Late Model Showdown, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag is back in the air in heat race number 1. Trent John's the race leader. Back down into turns 1 and 2. Michael Durham Jr. will try on the outside, but Logan Perriman will have everything for him in turns 1 and 2. Here comes Corey Tesner, Chase Johnson, door-to-door through 3 and 4. Look at this beautiful racing shot right here. 3 laps to go in heat race number 1. It's going to be John, Durham, Branscombe, Perriman, Tesner across the line. Trent Johns has led every lap here in heat race number 1. We still got 45 more laps to go in the features. Don't go nowhere. Look at these guys absolutely shitting and getting. Jackson Branscombe will have the fastest lap on the racetrack that last time around, but he keeps battling internet connection issues as he blinks in and out here. White flag is in the air for Trent Johns. He'll head down the back straightaway for the final time here tonight. And Michael Durham Jr. will just have to settle for the second place spot here in heat race number 1. But they'll all fan out throughout the field. Trent Johns wins heat race number 1 and the only heat race here tonight at the Lincoln Motor Speedway. Michael Durham Jr. second, Branscombe third, Logan Perriman fourth, Corey Tesner fifth, James Fountain sixth, Nicholas Maynard seventh, and Chase Johnson will round out the back half of the field. And ladies and gentlemen, as we have our warm-up session here, try to pack up a little bit of dirt, we ask you guys to rise and stand as you're able, as we always do for tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Baby, don't you wanna dance with me? No, I can dance like Michael Jackson. I can give you satisfaction. And you know we're out every
Bang, bang, bang! Welcome back here on the Moody Scoot Racing Channel live down here, getting ready to take on the feature. You can stand back up, put your cap back on. We know you paid a lot of money for it. Tons of guys down there in the fans. These drivers here tonight brought their trailers out here to the racetrack, throwing the t-shirt, hat combos. Make sure you go check out your favorite driver of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to kick off tonight's main event. 45 laps here tonight around the Lincoln Motor Speedway, and hopefully your favorite driver can get it done here tonight. It looks like we are getting ready to start up the driver intros for the feature here tonight. Trent Johns wins heat race number 1, and he'll start on the pole. We know that for sure. We'll throw up tonight's gridding start part right here, whatever the hell you want to call it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moments away from getting ready to fire up these race cars. and let them rip from some more. Starting on the pole tonight for the feature heat race winner from McCreary County, Kentucky. That's Trenton John. Starting on the outside of him, the other hillbilly from Burnside, Kentucky. That's Michael Durham Jr. Driving the number 201, looking to get his internet fixed out this right now. The McCreary County driver. That's the Blackjack Jackson Branscombe. Driving the number 88 from Nancy, Kentucky. That's Logan Perriman. Driving the number 8 Flow Racing late model from Greer, South Carolina. That's Corey Tesner. Driving the number 24 Valvoline Sunoco Racing late model from Greenville, South Carolina. That's James Fountain. Driving the number 5 Flow Racing late model. That's the other Flow Racing Clemson colored here tonight. That's Showtime Chase Johnson. Driving the number 02 Maynard Motors body armored late model from Welford, South Carolina. That's the kid of Nicholas Maynard. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been here since the beginning of the heat races, we appreciate you guys. It's people like that keeping the channel turning. Make sure you head on over to the YouTube page located in the top right portion of your screen and throw us a like and a follow over there. You can go check out all the full races posted. The Madness Racing League Xfinity Series Championship race coming at you tonight from the Homestead Speedway. A couple of contestants out here in the dirt race competing full-time in the Madness Racing League. They'll be competing for a championship here tonight, but we're getting ready to tack on 45 laps around this great fucked up racetrack that needs to be blowing up because the corners are absolutely destroyed. But it is one of the best dirt track races that they have all season long on the East Coast here in Abbottsville, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, we will get the green flag this next time around for the Beverage Express Late Model Showdown for the All Out Dirt Tour Super Late Model Division, race number 5 for Season 2. It's going to be Trenton Johns on the pole with Michael Durham Jr. there on the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you came. 8 of the best, 2 abreast through turns 3 and 4. Trenton Johns, it's all in the hands of him when he slaps down on that gas. We are racing here in Lincoln, ladies and gentlemen. Slap those hands, stomp those feet. Logan Perriman jumps out to the race lead quick and early. Everybody fans out to down the back straightaway. James Fountain gets a little bit tight there. He'll give up a track spot there to, looks like going to be Logan Perriman and them on the top side of the racetrack though, but they're all flying back through your living room. 1 lap complete here tonight in our first and ever completed lap. We were scheduled to go around the Lima Land Speedway, but we'll have to reschedule it. Find our way here tonight at Lincoln, the 119 battling door-to-door here with Logan Perriman on the outside, but Trenton Johns has checked out to the race lead. 3 laps completed out of tonight's event. Ladies and gentlemen, Logan Perriman will not go away here on the bottom side. We've seen these two go at it 2 weeks ago. Logan Perriman on the bottom side, Michael Durham Jr. on the top side. The 2 Kentucky kids know how to get it done. They know how to beat and bang. 4 laps complete. The laps are going to pick off fast. Talked to the number 119 driver before the night started with Michael Durham Jr. Mike told me, he said we had to bring our best piece of equipment here tonight. No Tyler Bigford in the field. So with Tyler Bigford out in the field, a big chance for a lot of these guys to start building their way back through the point system, as Tyler Bigford has won 3 of the 4 races this year. But there's some of the heat races, have been scattered throughout some of these guys. So everybody being able to pick up some extra much needed points here. Logan Perriman riding on board with the high side demon. As he's trying to make something shake here. The hillbilly don't know where to go here. He's got nowhere to go. Everybody's got it parked here. Locked and loaded on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Chase Johnson will try the bottom side of his teammate of Corey Tesner. Not able to get it clear though. Maybe a little bit of contact made off of turn 4 there. But the 2 Clemson late models continue to throw slide job after slide job. And that's worked the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard right back into this picture. 7 laps complete here tonight at the Lincoln Speedway. Chase Johnson on the slide job. He's able to complete it off turn 4 of the line. Ladies and gentlemen, this is some excellent racing here. Some clean racing at that. But Trenton Johns is checked out with the race lead here. James Fountain trying to run down Michael Durham Jr. Logan Perriman has nowhere to go. No one to race in front of him. But here comes Jackson Branscombe all over the tail end of the race leader. What a battle right here for the race lead between the Midwest driver, the number 201 of Jackson Branscombe. Ladies and gentlemen, why I have it on my mind, we'll throw up tonight's keys of the race live here tonight from the Lincoln Speedway. What are you going to have to do to find yourself in victory lane? You're going to have to set a pace. manage these track conditions. We've seen the Packer cars back out there before we took the green flag in the night's main event. The tricky Lincoln, ladies and gentlemen. This racetrack has some of the most absurd corners I have ever seen. And then finally, search for that grip. You want to have great dirt. Bang it against those Hoosier tires all night long. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Johns, Bresco, Pyramid, Durham, Fountain off of the turn 2. That's the top 5. 12 laps are complete here tonight in our main event. 45 laps around the Lincoln Speedway for the Beverage Express late model showdown. It looks like the fastest thing on the racetrack right now is this number 201 of Jackson Branscombe from McCreary County, Kentucky, battling a little bit of internet connection issues still. These two Longhorn Flow Racing late models will not cut each other a break. Corey Tessner absolutely shitting and getting on the outside of the racetrack here. 14 laps complete here. Corey Tessner, we call him Riptide Corey Tessner, and that's why he's not afraid to rip it up there on the top side of the racetrack. And it looks like his teammate of Chase Johnson has found the same thing as well, as they are absolutely trying to feed in the top side of this racetrack. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're loving what you're seeing, make sure you head on over to the YouTube page located up there in the top right portion of your screen. Give us a like and a follow and a subscribe. 15 laps complete, heading back through your living room down the front straightaway. The crowd has not sat down since the drop of the green flag here tonight, and I cannot blame them. The battle for the race lead is up for hands, though. Jackson Branscombe down on the bottom side. Trenton Johns might have some trouble getting it back here, but he's able to get great exit speed there and clear himself right back around. Jackson Branscombe in that number 201. Michael Durham Jr. listening inside of this late model says, I'm loving what I'm seeing out the front end of my race car here. These guys are absolutely going at it here. That's brought the Logan Pyramid machine right back inside of this thing. Logan Demon, the high side Demon, excuse me, known to make shit grip up there on that top side. Look at him up there, absolutely trying to feed his way up there. He'll slap the outside wall, but Jackson Branscombe, the Blackjack's not going to be denied here tonight. Going to try to pull a joker out of the deck and drive his way back up into the race lead, but he's not doing it. This is just costing him some precious time here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel to the race leader. Meanwhile, Jackson Branscombe will not be denied by Logan Pyramid. Logan Pyramid will not go away, though, in that Smart Tracks number 88 late model, all the way through the middle of the racetrack here, sliding around at the Lincoln Speedway. Logan Pyramid has the fastest lap on the racetrack currently right now, and he is running down the race leader with 25 laps to go this time around. Logan Pyramid talked to him before the race. He said, I was hoping anybody would go out there and buy all those Smart Strap hats. He had a shit ton of extra and brought them here tonight. He had them for sale out there, the hat shirt, the t-shirt hat combo. 2 for $25 for Logan Pyramid, the hot side Demon, trying to make something shake here tonight from Nancy, Kentucky. Meanwhile, you're riding out the front pack, and it looks like maybe the caution flag is flown here. Caution flag is out here. Looks like for the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard, that his right front tire is absolutely demolished on that number 02. We'll back that ass up here and ride along with the kid of Nicholas Maynard. Was having one of his better runs here on the All Out Dirt Tour. We know Nicholas Maynard not knowing a dirt race here. He was been wrecked for a while. We'll back that ass up. Take a look here. Grab you a piece of the number 02. Bang hard on the outside wall right there. Still stuck at it, and that one maybe was what had done it right there. This one's probably going to ship him straight to the outside wall, and it will. Nicholas Maynard, big damage here. The tires turned up almost side down. We're here on the turn 2 Access Auto Sales. Sponsorship turn 2 cam. Nicholas Maynard tore up here tonight at the Lincoln Speedway. We'll have to go get this one addressed here, trying to get it turned down pit road. But it looks like the right front might be absolutely compromised here on the Maynard Motors late model. Can he get it turned down here without going a lap down? 24 laps to go here in tonight's main event at the Lincoln Speedways. Nicholas Maynard tries to get it down on the pit road. Looks like he'll find his way down there. We'll take one quick commercial break and be back after this. Don't go nowhere. Bang, bang. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the All Out Dirt Tour Season 2, race number 5. Hearing from the admin, might be getting a single file restart here for the Dirt Tour. After we had just had our second caution flag of the night, the first one here for the main event will kill the music here. Peter the pace car is off of the racetrack. Trenton Johns has led every lap up to this point. 24 laps are remaining in tonight's event. And it looks like the Smart Straps late model of Logan Perriman's going to be on the outside from Nancy, Kentucky. And here comes Jackson Branscombe right behind him. We're back green here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live for the Beverage Express late model showdown at the Lincoln Speedway here in Evansville, Pennsylvania. Who is that making a big shot up the middle? That's Michael Durham Jr., Mike Durham Jr. trying to make something shake down here on the bottom side of the racetrack. He'll throw a major slide job over Jackson Branscombe. Is he able to complete it? Yes, he is. And no, he won't. He'll get pumped right back out. Caution flag is back out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Caution flag is out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel here, and from the admin. Jumping on the restart here, so we'll re-rack them here for a jumped restart for Trenton Johns. Maybe the admin not liking what they've seen from Michael Durham Jr. shooting it up the middle there before they get across the line. So we'll re-rack them here. We'll keep it right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We won't go nowhere. No caution flag for us to go look at. Looks like maybe, yes, we will have a re-rack here from a jump restart of Michael Durham Jr. here. So Michael Durham Jr. being placed on call here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for jumping the restart. He's going to have to be on his P's and Q's. Nicholas Maynard back out on the racetrack. He's got his late model all touched up, ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're getting ready to go racing. James Fallon back down on pit road. It looks like he's got some damage that he's trying to get addressed as well. Corey Tesner, James Fallon got some damage down here, so he'll bring it back out here with his fast repair. Corey Tesner been one of the guys ripping on that top side of the racetrack all night. James Fountain will come back out on the racetrack. Looks like we'll go racing the next time around. So, ladies and gentlemen, Trent Johns has been the guy to beat here tonight from McCreary County, Kentucky, to number 388. It's got some speed in it, but Logan Perriman has been absolutely, as we say here, scooting and booting or shitting and getting in that late model. Does the Smart Straps number 88 have it up here to finish it off with 23 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen? Trent Johns is going to be the guy bringing them back through the restart zone. When we get ready to go back racing, looks like Peter the pace car will not come off the racetrack as he's got that big fat fucked up, jacked up dually of his as he'll roll some coal through the camera, throws the middle finger, tells us to get bugged here across the front stretch. 23 laps to go. The lights are off on the pace car, and we're getting ready to go back racing here. Double file restart. So 23 laps are going to be remaining here. It's going to be, looks like Jackson Branscombe going to be in the third place spot behind the leader of Trent Johns, who'll have it all underneath his foot here when we get ready to go back racing. Back green here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Diving back down into turns 1 and 2. Everybody fanned out quite well. Corey Tesner will take the top side. Tyler Branscombe, Jackson Branscombe, excuse me, we'll get a little bit loose here. Logan Perriman, though, continues to rip on the top side of the racetrack. Corey Tesner a little bit tight there on the bottom side of the racetrack. He'll shoot to the top side of the racetrack, and that'll allow Michael Durham Jr. to just leave his nose there on the bottom side. That'll cause a traffic jam. Trying to get us a better angle here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 20 laps to go this time around. Trenton Johns ripping the top side of the racetrack. It's going to be John, Perriman, Durham, Branscombe, Johnson, Fountain, Tesner, and Maynard. How they roll out here. Contact made here through turns 3 and 4. Trent Johns leads another one here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Does anybody have anything tonight for Trent Johns? Big Mike with no sleeves inside of that race car. Got his shoulders out, shirtless, strapped in, ready to go. Ripping on the top side of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Jackson Branscombe in that Midwest 201 late model bottom feeding here at the Lincoln Speedway. Michael Durham Jr. ripped up on the middle side of the racetrack here. He's slapped on the outside. Does he hold on to the race car? Looks like he does, but the caution flag is flown. Caution flag is out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, and we will throw up the instant replay here, trying to skedaddle from us is Michael Durham Jr. from Burnside, Kentucky. We'll take a look here and see what the hell just happened with this number 119 late model. Take a look as he was all over the place back here. Him and looks like going to be Corey Tesner. Absolutely banging doors and going out of here with some great racing up to this point right here on the restart. Looks like maybe Michael Durham Jr. just got a little bit tight And he was absolutely already on the outside wall, pounding it kind of hard there. We'll back that ass up here, and we'll get a better angle here of Michael Durham Jr. See if we can't throw it up here to the spectator booth cam. You get the same camera angle that I got. Yeah, Michael Durham Jr. just up on the outside wall. Contacts made between both Flow Racing late models, and that just ships Michael Durham Jr. up on the outside wall, and Peter the pace car drives in and drives right back out. We're going to have 18 laps remaining. When we come back, make sure you don't go nowhere. Bang, bang. Welcome back here on the Moody Scoot Racing channel. We are underneath the caution flag for the second time here tonight. The night's main event, scheduled for 45 laps around the Lincoln Speedway. And we're behind Peter the pace car. We got 18 laps to go here. Caution laps do not count here on the all-out dirt tour, especially here for the Beverage Express late model showdown. And it looks like Nicholas Maynard will be the Moody Scoot Racing lucky dog. Bark, 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 bark for the number 02 as he'll come back around and be on the lead lap. This go around, 18 laps to go behind Trenton Johns, the race leader, who's led almost every lap up to this point, and Logan Perriman has the fastest late model on the racetrack right now, that number 88 from Nancy, Kentucky. Peter the base car should cut those lights off on that race truck this time around, and we should be ready to slap back down on the gas and throw back out the green flag here, try to knock out these final 18 laps here tonight from Lincoln. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what we'll get. Peter the pace car will pull down on the pit road. It's going to be Trenton Johns, Logan Perriman, Jackson Branscombe, Corey Rip, Todd Tesner, and James Fallon riding out the top 5 here, getting ready to go back racing on the Moody Scoot Racing channel. And we are glad you have joined in here tonight. Should be a great finish here. Looks like Trent Johns will slap back down on the gas. We are back right here on the Moody Scoot Racing channel, diving back down into turns 1 and 2. Everybody door to door here, riding on board with Logan Perriman, trying to run down the race leader of Trent Johns. He'll make a little bit of contact. They'll slide through turns 1 and 2. A little bit of help down here on the bottom side. Here comes Jackson Branscombe, but they're able to get the gas down here. Battle for the race lead is on here. Will we finally have a lead change from Trent Johns here? Don't look like it. He'll be able to get the right rear connected to the dirt. And here comes Logan Perriman ripping on that outside with Corey Riptide Tesner. Corey Tesner will collect the outside wall. Those 16 laps to go here on the Moody Scoot Racing channel. Now 15. It's going to be Johns, Perriman, Branscombe, Tesner. That's the top 4 here through turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. 14 laps to go this time around. It's anybody's ball game. No Tyler Bickford in the field here tonight. Anybody can jump back up in the point standings. If you're going to do it, it's got to go now. Corey Tesner rips on the outside of the racetrack here. Everybody fanned out. No contact being made here. Some clean racing. But Jackson Branscombe, will not be denied down here on the bottom side of the racetrack. Back on board with Logan Perriman as Trent Johns sails away through turns 1 and 2. Caution flag, maybe no. We're still green here on the Moody Scoot Racing channel. Heard a little bit of contact back there. Maybe that was from Logan Perriman's right rear hitting the outside wall as he absolutely has it yawed out through turns 1 and 2. 13 laps to go. Now 12 here on the Moody Scoot Racing channel. Stand up, stomp those feet, clap those hands. Your favorite driver, Trent Johns, is 11 laps away now this time around from victory lane here on the all-out dirt tour. Does Logan Perriman have enough here? But here comes a hard-charging Corey Tesner on the outside wall. Contact made there with Todd Jackson Branscombe and Michael Durham Jr. They're able to hold on to it, though. We'll keep it green here on the Moody Scoot Racing channel. That'll put Corey Tesner right in the driver's seat here for a chance at the battle for the race lead. These 3 will break away from the pack with 10 laps to go here. It is anybody's ball game. Make sure you're sticking locked and loaded right here on the Moody Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss the ending here tonight in Lincoln. 9 laps to go this time around. It's going to be Johns, Perriman, Tessner, the battle for the race lead here with 9 laps to go. It's anybody's ball game, and nobody else has any kind of battle back here to shake out. James Fountain down on the bottom side of the racetrack. He'll slap the inside wall. Johns, Perriman, Tessner battle it out here, headed back towards turns 3 and 4. Trent Johns 7 laps away from victory lane. Does he have enough? Jackson Branscombe trying to join back into the party. Chase Johnson will move up to the 4th place spot. He's up 4 spots from where he started. Currently in the hard charging spot right now. The battle for the race lead will not go anywhere though with 7 laps remaining here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The left front is absolutely in the air for the number 88 of Logan Perriman. It's going to be Johns down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Caution flag is out. Caution flag is out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. I'm not sure who it's for. Maybe looks like going to be for James Fountain down here parked on the bottom side of the racetrack. Trying to let the traffic come by. He had the field coming in front of him here. It looks like Freddie the flagman is back on drugs again here. He'll throw the caution flag. Not sure what that one was for. But we'll leave it right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. See if we can't throw it back to the main broadcasts. Excuse me. Trent Johns, there he goes behind Peter the pace car. Will be the race leader here. We'll have 7 laps to go when we return back racing here. I could imagine from the admin this should be a very quick caution here. It's James Fountain registered out back on the racetrack, just trying to rejoin out of pit road. Didn't want to come out in front of the pack here, so he'll stay on the inside, but that triggered the caution flag here. So really can't blame James here. Got to blame the iRacing platform. They got to fix that. So it looks like we're going to have a double file restart behind Peter the pace car with 7 laps to go. And this has really just brought in anybody into this ball game when we're talking a chance at going to victory lane here, a chance at stamping your name with some extra points here tonight to eat into Tyler Bigford, who is the regular season points leader, as he currently didn't show up to the racetrack here tonight. We'll get the 1 to go racing this time around. I'll throw up the point standings as we work the caution flag here tonight. Tyler Bigford not making the racetrack here tonight, so this puts people like Michael Durham Jr. and James Fountain clear in the driver's seat, no pun intended, with chances to dig back into this points lead. We'll see what happens here. The smiley late model of Trent Johns will be the guy in control through the Geico restart zone when we slam back down on the gas here and kick it back off for the All Out Dirt Tour Season 2, race number 5 with 6 laps to go here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Everybody will fan out here, nose to tail. Corey Tessner on the outside. Chase Johnson down on the bottom side, but it's Trent Johns selling out with the race lead. Diving back down here into turns 3 and 4. Corey Tessner looking for a slide job over his teammate Chase Johnson, and he'll get it. Yes, he'll clear himself for the, looks like going to be the 3rd place position, but Chase Johnson looking for it right back. Corey Tessner up and over on his lid here through turns 1 and 2. Caution flag is out here for Corey Tessner. He is on his lid here in turns 1 and 2. We will back that ass up here for an instant replay. Corey Tessner up and over on his lid through turns 1 and 2 here at the Lincoln Speedway. We'll back that ass up here as he just threw a slide job over his teammate of Chase Johnson. Chase Johnson trying to give it right back here. Contacts made to Corey Tessner up and over in turns 1 and 2. What a wild ride there for Corey Riptide Tessner. He is on his lid here in turns 1 and 2. We'll have to bring out the safety truck forklift and get him flipped back over here. If you are not forklift certified, please get off of the racetrack. Ladies and gentlemen, see if we can get a onboard shot riding along with Corey Riptide Tessner as he goes up and over here at the Lincoln Motor Speedway. This is going to be one hell of a ride from Corey Riptide Tessner up and over on his lid. So as Corey Tessner waits for assistance here in turns 1 and 2, Trent Johns will have the race lead. Corey Tessner up and off the racetrack. He'll be down on the pit road. They'll get him out of that race car. They'll have to use the jaws of life on Corey Tessner. That'll end his night. We'll take one quick commercial break and be back after this. Don't go nowhere.
I'm gonna show you how to get it. Go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide.
Right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Recently I'm saying either way we better slide. Can't let this one slide. Right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Recently I'm saying either way we better slide. Can't let this one slide.
dance like Michael Jackson. I could give you thug passion. It's a thriller in the trap.
Bang, bang. Welcome back here on the Booty Skew Racing channel. We'll leave the music bumping here in the background because I am absolutely enjoying the tunes here at the racetrack. Got a hell of a DJ here tonight. Was actually out there in the fan zone with the DJ earlier. He was cooking up a brisket with some barbecue sauce on that damn thing, and let me tell you, brother, he definitely knows how to use some seasoning. That damn thing was swinging out there. Nothing like the great food here in Pennsylvania at the Lincoln Motor Speedway. Looks like the lights are going to be off on top of the base car, though. So that's a cue to me to shut my big fat mouth. We're getting ready to go back racing here. 5 laps to go when the green flag flies here. Back on the Booty Skew Racing channel, and it looks like Trent John has led every lap almost up to this point. Does he have 4 more laps left in the tank? It's going to be Logan Perriman right behind him. Green flags back in the air here for the Booty Skew Racing channel. All Out Dirt Tour Season 2. Race number 5 for the Beverage Express Late Model Showdown. Nose to tail down the back straightaway. Diving back down here into turns 3 and 4. Everybody elects to take the top side of the racetrack. That is where the dirt has decided to migrate its way. With 3 laps to go on the Booty Skew Racing channel, Logan Perriman is going to have not many opportunities back at the back bumper of Trent Johns. The battle for the race lead is on. But here comes a hard-charging Big Mike Durham Jr. who's up off the bottom side of the racetrack. Door bang there from Jackson Branscombe, and James Fountain trying to find a spot here somewhere to fill in a gap to make his way back to the front of the pack. Trent Johns will see the white flag in the air this time around, presented by AFLglobal.com. Trent Johns, 1 more lap away here on the Booty Skew Racing channel. Does he have enough? The 388 will rip the middle side of the racetrack, play a little defense here to the number 88 of Logan Perriman. Logan Perriman will have 1 more opportunity at it. He'll take the top side of the racetrack, look for a run off the corner. He won't be able to get it. Trent Johns will win tonight here on the All Out Dirt Tour. Logan Perriman will get 2nd, Jackson Branscombe 3rd, Michael Durham Jr. 4th, James Fountain 5th, Nicholas Manor will get 6th place, but Trent Johns will hold him off here tonight on the All Out Dirt Tour and pick up his first victory here at the Lincoln Motor Speedway. Trent Johns wins it here tonight from McCreary County, Kentucky. He'll throw some circles here. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in just a moment. The wild side, Trent John has just picked up the victory. We'll see if we can't get an interview with some of these drivers. Presented by Auto Glass Guys. Call them today at 717-547-1312. We'll be back in just a moment. Make sure you stick around. Driver interviews right around the corner. Bang, bang, bang. Welcome back here on the Booty Skew Racing channel, and this DJ continues to be elite here tonight at the Lincoln Motor Speedway. A quiet track here, but we have some of the drivers down there throwing a little bit of champagne. Is the race winner of Trenton Johns, who came here tonight and absolutely put belt to ass from McCreary County, Kentucky, to make the trip over here to Pennsylvania. And I do believe we have a pit reporter down there on pit road with the number 388 of Trenton Johns. Let's see what he had to say. Go ahead.
Down here in Victory Lane with the number 388 late model of Trenton Johns. Trenton, kind of walk me through your night here tonight. You're able to kind of sweep through it here tonight in Lincoln. Tough track conditions. You were able to get the water truck back out there, pack down turns 1 and 2, and you were able to rip the top side of the racetrack majority of tonight. You'll win the heat race and the feature. Kind of walk us through it.
Damn, I'm good.
3 straight solid words from Trenton Johns. He finds his way down here to Victory Lane. He's going to go grab him a fresh beverage here. And we'll scoot down here to the number 88 of Logan Perriman. Logan, kind of walk me through your night here tonight. The high side demon just didn't have enough here at the end. You'll start P3 in your heat race and finish P4 and then you'll finish tonight here runner-up at the Lincoln Speedway. Kind of walk us through your night and how that late model started to come alive here towards the end of tonight.
Yeah, the heat race, I don't know, car was I don't know. But feature though, you know, the track got really slick, and I like a really slick track. That's when, you know, a real racer comes to life, and that's when the high side starts going. So, you know, me being the high side demon, I just had to go with it and run it. And then I saw Trenton jump up there. He saw me coming whenever I got around Jackson, but I let Trent have it tonight. He deserved it.
Shout out Logan Perriman. He jumped in the water truck here tonight during the qualifying session, packed the racetrack back down. He'll bring home a runner-up spot here tonight. We'll scoot down to the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. Since everybody else has went ahead and jumped out of these race cars, we'll talk with Nick. Nick, how did your race go here tonight? You're not much of a dirt racer here. You'll finish 7th in the heat race, and you'll finish P6 here tonight in the feature. Yeah, it was a great race tonight for Maynard Motors body armor super late model. Can't thank everybody enough back at the shop. Just out here filling the field for the All Out Dirt Tour. Having these guys having some fun. Shout out to Trent Johns, he had a fast late model, and Logan Perriman was right there on the tail. Had a blast. That's the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. We'll throw it back up here to the booth as Trent Johns goes the victory lane here in Lincoln Speedway in Pennsylvania. Back up to the booth.
And ladies and gentlemen, back up here in the booth. We'll throw up the final results one more time here. See if we can't get that DJ booth back up in here, because I'm trying to boogie up here while I run down the lineup for you folks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how they turned out here tonight for the All Out Dirt Tour. Season 2, race number 5 for the Beverage Express Late Model Showdown. Trent Johns came to tonight's racetrack and put some belt to ass. Whooped everybody's ass here tonight. He'll win tonight's feature and heat race. Logan Perriman will put a dent into the point standings here tonight. He'll get a second place spot finish behind Trenton Johns. Jackson Branscombe battled some internet connection issues, but the McCreary County, Kentucky Blackjack driver will come all the way back for a podium spot. Michael Durham Jr. had a little bit of contact made to him earlier from Burnside, Kentucky, but the 119 will shape back 2 spots down from where he started in the second place spot, and he'll get the 4th place spot to go home tonight. James Fountain will get the top 5 spot here tonight. That number 24 late model after going around. Nicholas Maynard in a little bit of trouble as well with James Fountain. He'll round out the 6th place spot. Corey Tesner will get the 7th place spot, and Chase Johnson will get the 8th place spot. That'll round out the final Q's here tonight on the Rudy Scoot Racing channel. From everybody, we appreciate you guys tuning in here tonight for the All Out Dirt Tour Season 2, race number 5. See if we can't bring up the final schedule one more time here to remind you folks that we are heading to the Eldora Speedway 2 weeks from now for 50 laps around it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to want to miss that. Ladies and gentlemen, when after performance at tonight for some of these drivers, the point standings is going to be all up in the air. This is how they ran coming into tonight's event. Tyler Bigford was only up by just a slim margin, and him not being at the racetrack here tonight might have a really big implication on what the hell might happen here in the next coming weeks for the championship broadcast. But ladies and gentlemen, two more races remain here on the All Out Dirt Tour, and it's sure to be a damn good one. We appreciate you guys tuning in here tonight for the Beverage Express Late Model Showdown. Trent Johns leads every lap and whoops their ass here tonight. We'll see you 2 weeks from now for the All Out Dirt Tour, and we'll see you tonight for the MRL Xfinity Series Championship race.
Dance all day around it.